Hello, everybody. How you doing? I just wanted to pop on here today and continue on with my Beyond the Mic video series, where I will provide tips and tricks for those on both sides of the mic, those who want to start their podcast, their own podcast, or those who want to be a guest. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brad Walsh. I am the host, producer, and founder of the Empowerography podcast, which is a globally rated podcast in the top 2%. And I have interviewed over 600 women. And I just love being able to share my wisdom, my knowledge that I've gained over the past 4.5 years of doing the Empowerography podcast. So I'm happy to be here today and share tips and tricks. So, welcome to Beyond the Mic, episode 2. Today, I am going to be discussing the importance. We're gonna focus on the podcast host side of things, those who want to start their own podcasts again today with episode 2. And today I'm going to discuss how important and the importance of preparation for a great interview. Now, as the saying goes, you're only as good as your last interview, or something to that effect. But I think that applies to many different things in life, of course. But here today, for all intents and purposes, we are speaking about podcasting. So I figured I would apply it to this. Now, there are many, many facets involved in being the host of a podcast and prepping for your interviews in order to ensure that your guest has a memorable experience on your show. Because, I mean, really, think about it. That's what you want. You want them to walk away from that interview. I know this is very important for me, and I'm sure it is for all hosts out there. You want them to walk away from that interview saying, wow, that was powerful. I felt heard. I felt seen. I felt listened to and paid attention to. We all want to be seen and heard. Visibility is so important. And so you want them to walk away and talk about their experience with their communities, with their friends, with their family members, and tell everyone, scream it from the rooftops, scream it from the mountaintops, that they had such an incredible and amazing experience being a guest on your show. And as they say, word of mouth is the absolute best form of advertising. And the best part of that, guess what? It's free. So for me, preparation is one of the most important pieces of the podcast host and podcasting puzzle. Now, there are a few integral pieces of the puzzle for preparation of your interview. In my opinion, preparation starts right from the time you decide on who you want to have on your show as a guest. So, in other words, doing your research. I'm a big proponent of doing research on my guests. I want to have on my show. That's where it all starts for me. And again, if you do your research as a host, the guest is going to realize that you've taken the time and spent the time to do the research on them, and they'll appreciate it. It'll make that much more of a better experience for your guest and for you as a host. What type of work does this person do? Are they a good fit for the platform? Does their message align with the messaging of my podcast as a host? The fact that you researched your guest is also a sign of respect. It lets them know, first off, that you take what you do as a podcast host and your podcast very seriously. Secondly, it also very much so helps with the flow of the conversation. Trust me, the time you spend researching, the time you spend prepping, all of that stuff before the actual interview will do wonders, absolute wonders for the quality of your interview. And that, as I mentioned, will go a very, very long way with your guest. So for me, I set up discovery calls with every one of my guests. And I know I've talked to people who say, I don't have time for that. And for me, it's a very, very important component because I want to make sure that we align, that we connect, that we can actually hold a conversation with one another. That's important to me. And I'll get that feeling right off from the discovery call that I host. So you want to make sure that you align in your messaging and energetically, which for me is probably more important, is the energetic alignment. I can usually tell within the first 10 minutes of a discovery call if we're a good fit, if that person's going to be a good guest, if we align, if we connect well enough in order to continue on to the next step. And that is having them on my podcast for a 1 hour conversation. My episodes are typically an hour long. Discovery calls are a non-negotiable for me. If they can't set aside the half hour that I require for us to connect and chat, then I don't want them on my show. And that's okay. Those people aren't my people. They're not meant to be on guests on Empowerography. That's okay. That's up to you if you want to do this piece of it. But for me, it's a non-negotiable. You must be able to commit that half an hour to me in order to make sure that we align and we can connect in a good way. Um, so as my show is interview based completely. So for me, questions for my guests are the foundation of the entire show. Curating a list of questions that will allow you as an interviewer to pull the story out of your guests without sounding like a typical question answer type scenario where it's like, okay, you ask the question, they answer back. Okay, next question. It's okay for the conversation to go off in a different direction. Question answer type interviews, I mean, the quality of the questions and that vibe that it doesn't sound like an interview is paramount for me. You want the interview to flow like a conversation between friends. And that's what I tell all my guests, potential guests in the discovery calls. You just have to look at this as a conversation between friends. We're chatting over a coffee, we're chatting over a drink, whatever it is. Make them feel comfortable stepping into that arena because that will also create that beautiful, crafted, flowing interview. Another element to this particular area is sharing the questions ahead of time with your guests so that they're not blindsided. They have an idea of what's coming. I always make sure I send the questions out ahead of time. They get them the day before so that they can at least look them over. Some people don't want to look the questions over ahead of time, and some people want to. That's okay. I send them out regardless. Whether you want them ahead of time or not, I send them out. And for me, I believe that this is a show and sign of respect and that I appreciate their time. I appreciate them giving me their time to sit with me for an hour long in a conversation, but it also establishes a connection, creating a flowing experience between the two of us. So for me, those things are incredibly important. I also want to talk a little bit here about email templates. Email templates help with the flow of your entire process. I have two email templates that I use for my workflow that I send out to my potential guests. The first one is my email that goes out after the discovery call, thanking them for taking and making the time to spend that half hour with me because I'm very appreciative of people's time and I respect people's time. So I want to let them know that they are respected and they are appreciated. In that email, it includes all the information that we discussed in the discovery call in terms of what I'm looking for from them, what they have to provide me, as well as a link to book in for the podcast. The second email that goes out is, in my opinion, probably the most important one, and that is a thank you email to my guest. That email shows a level of respect and appreciation for my guest and their time after the podcast interview, thanking them for the time, letting them know that you appreciate them spending an hour of their time with you, having that conversation. Trust me, all of these things will go an incredibly long way. If you show appreciation to your guests on the discovery call, on the podcast, it goes a very, very long way. That is the end of the episode for today. I hope you took value or hope you take value in this episode. If you have any questions, comments, please put them below in the comments or send me a DM, private message, send me an email, whatever you want. I'm happy to talk, answer any questions you might have. And so next week I will be this is going to be a regular thing. I'm going to do them every Tuesday and every Thursday. No, I don't have a particular time that I'm going to host these each day. It'll be random throughout the day, but it will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Next week's lesson or episode, I'm going to talk about the importance of listening, active listening, listening to your guests when they're speaking. So I hope to see you next week. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for tuning in. And like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to hop on a call. I will put the link for my discovery to book a discovery call with me if you're interested in the description above the video, as well as in the comments below the video. And thank you all for your time. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.